Hey, what's going on, guys? I've had a few questions on the drain machine back there about configuration of the rotors for cans for double stacks. So I'll show you how I have it set up now. Um, that project back there is on a different video series, but let's open up the drink machine and I'll show you what I've got set up for. This is a Dixie Narco 6-column setup. Okay, so I don't have an easy way really to mount the camera, so I'm going to have to do this one-handed. Put you off the stand. So all three of the wide columns, you have these open ones that don't have gates. You have three there, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3 are wide column, and then you have 4, 5, and 6, which are narrow. They're all the same depth. They just have different width. You see the double. That's a double width, and that's a double width. And then you look over here. There's a single. You see the difference. So there is the rotor. There we go. Looks a little better. See it? Let me get the switch here and get it to rotate. Okay, so that's what the double width looks like, the rotor. See how the cans sit in there. Let's get my light. Put it in. Here is a single. There's a single. Half barrel with offset lip. That's what controls the staging of the two different front and rear can positioning. And see, they just sit in there. And what I learned is that it's best to put them heel to heel. Same thing with bottles. If you load them neck to heel, the neck will actually catch on the heel on some of them, and you'll end up with double vending. So let's load up number 1. See if I can do this one-handed. It's empty, and I've got some. Oh, yeah, no, Pepsi and a Coke machine. Blasphemy. Whatever's on sale is what comes in here. So, basically, what we want to do is we want that one to drop down in the rotor, and it's stuck on the rotor. So, we're going to hit the back switch back here. Push this one in, we'll hit the back one. And it's sitting up on top, so we need to go again. Still sitting on top. And let it roll that. See, that was the two. So that was the two selections that would have dropped out in the rotor. Now it's priming for the next release. So we want. You got to be careful back here because the gate doesn't go all the way down, and that can slide all the way back. So be careful when you load these initially. grab another one. Come here. Heel to heel. We'll push the vent out plate back and drop it in, and then you want to pull it back so that it's somewhat near the gate right here. And you'll have to play with yours. Let's see if I can zoom in and show you where mine's set. It is set here. At the top there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth white space hole at the top on both sides works great for double 2-stack. And this column, double 2-stack, will hold 4 12-packs. It'll hold 48 cans. Comes up to right about here. So you have plenty of clearance for the rotor to shift the column up. In this setup, it doesn't really shift the column a whole lot. Not like with the singles. That shifts a little bit up, but not enough for really to be a problem. Even if you do get close to the top. So let's put in another pair. We'll do the other side now. Now it's touching the gate. We want to do heel to heel. And now we're at second level. We actually have the vent out switch pushed in. So now that we're at the gate, everything is positioned where it should be. We'll go ahead and continue loading. Heel to heel. Back. Front. Other side. Alright, let me load these up. Then we'll prime it. There we go. There's a 12-pack. And as you can see, 12-pack comes barely up to the top of the bend out switch cover right here. But yeah, you can load 48 cans in here easily, times 3. And then I believe these will hold back to back. I believe I got 2 12-packs in here, right around here. You might be able to get 36, but I doubt it. I haven't had enough cans in this machine to fill it completely up yet. So the next time I buy a bulk buy, cubes or whatever, I'll test that and I'll verify the singles. The model number should tell you how many it'll load, but that was pretty close. I think it was 48 and 48, 3 48s, and then 3 32s. I think you're 4 short of 3 12-packs to fit in the singles. But now what we want to do, we need to make sure we catch whatever's coming out. I always pop a freaking can when I load this thing up. So hopefully I don't this time, because I've got the camera in one hand. I'm gonna have to trigger it and try to catch it, because well, I don't know if I can view. Let's see. I'm gonna trigger it and then I'll see if I can catch when it falls out. Right. There it goes. All right, the first one fell out. You notice the stack didn't move. And you always want to reload back up at the lowest level in the back first. So the next one should make the whole column drop. Ooh, there it went. It just dropped down. I can catch it here. Get a picture of it coming down. Whoa! Sorry about that. So now we're primed. Let's do it again. You can see them up in there. So we got 2 to put back in. Load in the back. Load in the front. That's good to go. That's it in a nutshell. These load the same way, but you don't have left and a right, you just have straight up, heel to heel. Any other tips? Realigning these things, I find it easier to use my left hand up top, and then I reach in, I grab the bottom one with my right hand, and then basically what you have to do is see the little get that light up there. Position. No, stay. You don't want to cooperate. See this? You gotta push that spring loaded. And now when you gotta push this way to release it from the left. So the top one is for the left side, the bottom one's for the right. So basically you just twist, squeeze this way to release. You use my thumb to push one over and the finger the other one, and now you can move it around. You want to make sure it locks in holes in there. You do not want the can shifting back and forth, because it will jam. Or you could get well, feeding issues, jam, same thing. But, that's it. Not really a whole lot to these machines. Your cams, you're going to want the, if you're doing doubles like this for cans, make sure that your adjustment plate is out of the way. You only want the switch levers contacting the red cam. The white is for adjusting the cycles for singles, and you can fine tune it to catch the cans where you want them. You kind of have to play around with turning it and tightening up the screw right here. That's it. Let's turn the compressor back on and shut her back up and let it get cold. We will grab some quarters. We'll run a few through. And we got a few in there. And most of these are mine. I use this machine strictly for controlling my own consumption of soft drinks, and additionally to make it harder for the kids to get them, because when they're in the refrigerator, they just go in and they'll consume all of them in a week. Regardless of how many are in there, they'll all be gone. So I've cut my soda intake probably in half having this machine in the garage. Regardless of how many quarters I have, there are times, you know, when I want something to drink, and I just don't want to walk out here and put 50 cents in to get one can that's going to last me, I don't know, 10 minutes sitting at the computer. Then I have to come back here and get another one, or I come out and I want 2 or 3 of them and I want to be able to drink a couple later. I have to carry that many quarters out here, put them in the machine, and then take the bundle of drinks, which I end up putting them in the refrigerator, and then they disappear because the kids drink them. So I don't want to leave them in the refrigerator because the kids will drink them. I tried the diet route, and I actually ended up consuming more sweets, more sugar, not having the sugar from the sodas. So the balance was to find something to control it, and I got Lucky scored this machine on a trade, and it's worked out well. We were going through, 8 12 packs a week, mostly on my own, and I've cut that down to 4 or 5, almost in half, just because I don't want to have to come out here into the garage to get one can. I come out here and get them one by one, and a lot of times it's a decision just for convenience of, do I really want it that bad to come out here to get one, or do I just drink water or lemonade or something that's in the refrigerator? So I'm trying to keep better options in the refrigerator for everybody, and leaving the sugar sodas in the soda machine in the garage, where in the summertime it is hot and humid. I don't like coming out here, except to work on stuff, which I do have an air conditioner out of here, but it's portable. I have to cool the whole garage off. But anywho, let's give it a whirl. Plus, I like tinkering with coin op stuff. I also set this to $1 and make it even more of a pain. Uh-oh. I think we have a problem. I think it just tried to auto vend. Huh, that's weird. It didn't dispense. Oh, that's strange. And the rotor didn't turn. Well, this thing does have some age on it. For the most part, you know, I've really had 0 issues with this thing. All the vending motors and everything, all the wiring's original. Yep, we're good. Cooling system is original. These have to go back in because they are hot. And I cleaned it up. That's about all I've done to it. I did have to take one of the motors out and fix the rotor on the number 4 stack. The gear that turns the rotor, it's got a brass bushing that crimps onto the rotor itself, and that's what turns it. Something is grabbing in there. It's like the bushing in the back is off a little bit, and it's rubbing the steel dividers that are in the cabinet. And that little bit of friction over the years has worn the crimp pressure out from the bushing. So I had to take it out, take it apart, put it in the press, and squeeze that bushing back onto the rotor shaft so it would stop turning on its own. Seems to be doing okay now. Once in a while I'll have a problem with it dispensing. It'll get hung up in there and I have to take it apart and crimp it all over again. I may end up brazing it. I just haven't messed with it. I use 3 out of the 6 typically. I just don't have that many cans in here, so it's not an issue for me wanting to have to fix it. But next time I do fix it, I'll shoot video of it. So we're good for this one, and I don't know if I'll be doing any more soda machine videos, but if you guys have questions on the CoinMac or parts or general operation of this Dixie Narco, let me know. This is a 90 series, I believe. There are tons of different configurations of these. There are larger ones. This is a good compact size. It's pretty narrow, fits in the garage well. There are bigger ones which would be cool to have, especially with a bill acceptor. I like to have a bill acceptor on this, but there is nowhere on this door except right here to put one. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep the original Coke Classic marketing window right there. So Most of them have the bill acceptor here. They're taller machines. They don't have the marketing window, so you have this, and then you have the bill acceptor, and you may have a decal or something up here, but pretty neat machine. Been working great. Well, until next time, see you later.